So how do you get these animatronics?
Mine specifically kind of has a very unique story behind it. And so this one, the one that I have, which is Jasper, the dog that plays the guitar, he came from a friend of mine who got it from somebody else.
Right.
So it came out of a Chuck E. Cheese, and I believe in Houston, I believe is what the guy told me. It came out of a store in Houston and was converted into a different character for like a knockoff Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. So they took these animatronics and they put new cosmetics on them and just made some like knockoff Chuck E. Cheese restaurant in Houston. And then that shut down like maybe 2 or 3 years down the line. And then eventually those characters just went into a storage unit. And then a friend of mine, his name's Mike, he had acquired these characters and was in the process of trying to refurbish a whole set of like these animatronics basically.
Yeah.
At some point he was kind of just done with collecting them, and the upkeep for them was just becoming too much. So he decided he was just going to part off his show. And eventually that's how I got my Jasper animatronic.
Wow. And so the equipment to run it, you said there's a lot of upkeep. So is it a monthly expense essentially or a yearly expense
It varies. Like recently I just had to buy a new air compressor for my show. And now because I live in a tiny little apartment, I have to have this little 8-gallon silent compressor basically. Of course, I'd hate to be my downstairs neighbors. I'm sure they probably hear the like, oh, like what the heck is going on up there?
You're like, it's just my dog. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I have a dog. When you bring girls over, you're like, hey, I have a dog. He's friendly.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. When I'm on the dating apps, I kind of mention that I do have a dog, and not until later on that I'll be like, okay, so this is what it is.
He talks, and sings.
He sits on this thing and plays. He sits on a speaker box and plays the guitar.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. I was like, what is the reaction like when they come in and see like this whole setup? It's like,
well, normally, like at the first place I had them set up, I had more space. I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath place that I was able to house everything, and everything was more. It wasn't as in your face as it is right now.
Yeah.
I had to I had to go down to a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. So I had to consolidate. Like probably at least a third of my collection is currently in a storage unit right now.
Oh, wow.
So like even right now, like what I have in my current place is not even like a third of like there's still a third of it that's still in a storage unit right now, basically. So, but like when I bring people over, I have to have a lot of trust in them to have them over.
Right.
Like I have to be like, look, if you're going to be my friend, you have to understand this is my lifestyle. This is what I enjoy.
Yeah.
This is my passion.
And you're not a serial killer.
Exactly.
That's very important.
That's the most important part.
Yeah, because it's either he's very passionate about his niche, his love, which we all are, right? I can relate to it because I'm the same way. Or he's a serial killer, and he kills you as you listen to the songs of your youth.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is too, with the system I use, it's actually a special controller that I use that I can actually custom program the characters to any songs I want.
So you can take a modern song today.
Oh, absolutely. And I've done that pretty frequently, actually. Yeah. So it's just one of those things where it's like I kind of make it my own thing.
Now, when you go on vacation, do you do the Kevin McAllister where you put the dog in front of the window and have it like play songs so the wet bandits don't think that you're there?
Oh man, I don't think anybody would ever want to mess with my place. Like truthfully, they probably see that thing and they would be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a story about that though. The maintenance people had to come into my apartment in early June to fix my AC unit because my AC was acting up right before it was about to start getting like in 100-degree weather.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like 92 degrees at night in my apartment. I'm like, oh, this is unacceptable. I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I called the maintenance people, and some of them know about it already, so that none of them were like intimidated by it at all. But then there was one guy that I guess he must have been a new guy, and I have like security cameras in my apartment for safety.
Yeah.
And I just so happened to get a notification on my phone is saying like somebody is. There's motion in your apartment. I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on? I'm like, oh, it's the maintenance people.
Oh, just my dog moving around.
Right. I'm like,
he's tuning the guitar.
Like, why is he on right now? He should be off.
It's like Toy Story.
Down. Yeah. Well, I think the thing is too is like the air compressor is also what makes them move too. So like without that compressor, they can't move.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so like the guy walks into the apartment. He's looking at his phone or his tablet or something. He's looking, and then he looks up and he goes. I see him on the camera. He goes. Oh my God, it's a giant dog. What the heck? Of course, the verbiage was a little bit different, and it was in Spanish too.
Right.
So
he's like chupacabra.
El Diablo!
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. No, it was like, he just freaked out. He was like, oh my God, it's a giant dog. What the heck? Like, and it was just like the funniest. I was like, I wish I was able to record that. I had the free ones because I'm cheap sometimes. But it was like, he just looked at it. He was like, just freaked out. I was like, oh man, I wish I had that on film.
Oh, that'd have been awesome.
So when you apply to apartments, ask like, do you have any pets? And you have to put like, what do you put?
I have a gorilla, a mouse.
I check yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a dog, but you know, it won't bite you.
Or damage the house.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to picture your house.
Yeah.
Where does the dog sit? In the living room or the bedroom?
So he's in the living room specifically, yeah.
So you could have, like Christmas time, you have people over, you could have them sitting there singing Christmas songs.
Oh yeah, I have the characters programmed to Christmas songs too, so already. Heck, I've even gotten Halloween stuff too.